Hello everyone, Marie here from Marie's Life Vlogs. I am here today with Rebecca's
Realm.
I'm never gonna get that right.
It's okay.
Anyways, we told you guys we would bring you back to the train depot and take you inside, and we are back. So come along with us and let's go check this place out. Let's do this.
Florida. The first one was when Andrew Jackson was sending the Indians on the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma because he wanted land for whites to settle. But some of them said, forget it, we're not going west, we're going to the northern part of Florida, which they did. They moved down here with their slaves. The Indians had slaves.
Wow, I didn't know the Indians had slaves, no.
If you'll look in the right-hand side, they have black Seminoles. They were mixed breed.
They were the slaves.
And they fought for the North during the Civil War.
Really?
I figure they would. The first Seminole War was fought on the North, and then they moved. The second Seminole War was 7 years long, and they pushed them down into the Tampa Bay, Brooksville, Bushnell area. That's where Bushnell has their battle reenactment.
The battlefield, yeah, I've been there too.
Yeah, she has too.
Yeah.
And then after 7 years of the war, the government put through the Armed Occupation Act, which said if you moved here, sat on the land for 5 years, built a house, and were ready to shoot Indians, you could have 160 acres.
I remember that. I might have heard that here. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember
So
that.
a lot of our wealthy people that are still descendants of the original folks, like the Hopes and the McKeithans and the Buckners and everybody, their family started out with 160 acres.
Wow.
Now the Likes brothers own all of Brooksville clear over to 50. They started out with 160 acres. They wound up.
So
with
is that
two
how
houses.
John May got his 150 acres?
Sure.
Oh wow, okay, from the May Stringer house, guys.
Shipped them all down into the Everglades where they still are. And
Wow.
I was telling these women there are 6 non-contiguous reservations left in Florida.
Still?
Tampa, Immokalee,
Wow.
Brighton, and Fort Pierce are casinos only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big Cypress in Hollywood is on an 81 square mile Indian reservation. North
Wow.
of 41 are the Miccosukee, and south of 41 are the Seminoles.
Wow.
You can drive 41 east and see Seminole airboat rides, museums, everything along 41.
Wow.
I didn't know about this.
And they got the last laugh because they own all the Hard Rock casinos in Florida.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is an exhibit about the telegraph, which was a very important tool, especially during the Civil War. There were 3 days of Gettysburg that someone cut the telegraph lines, and Lincoln was pacing the floor, trying to find out what happened at Gettysburg. Didn't like it once he found out what happened, but the telegraph was very important. Samuel Morse was the inventor of the telegraph. He was a portrait painter in New York. That was his profession. He was on a commission painting when he got word that his wife was ill by horse messenger, and she died before he could get back home, and so he decided that he was going to fix something that would go farther, faster. So he put together the machines, and he and a buddy put together the Morse code. Now, all of the sentences in Western Union telegrams end with the word stop. You remember that?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I just thought it was the end of a sentence.
It costs, hi Linda, it costs less than punctuation. Go figure, huh? Yeah.
Wow,
This
that's
is a
interesting.
telegraph desk. Oh, you got more stories for me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you.
If I'd known you were coming, I'd have brought that newspaper. It's at home. Okay. The
We're gonna go get new tires on the car, so.
Oh, okay. All right, just put it over there on the sofa. That's where my crap is.
Oh.
Thanks, then. I'll get it done. You guys have a good trip. Where are you going this time?
Manatee Springs.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Have a good time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. This is a telegraph desk. This is the same on one side as the other. CSX left it here when they abandoned the station in 1969.
Stories for her.
Now,
So CSX has been around for ages.
yeah, they've been around quite a while. They abandoned this place, and they were one of the 5 trains that have gone through here, Florida Southern, Atlantic Coastline, Tampa Northern Seaboard, and CSF.
So,
They were the last one.
was this building actually on this property or was it moved here? It was
Here in 1885.
1885. Okay, I was wondering if this was the actual building.
This is the actual building. Now the school is a replica. They
Okay.
couldn't find an old school.
Oh, okay.
But inside it looks like a one-room school.
Okay.
Now these cabinets are full of court files. You ever want to really look into things in Brooksville?
Really?
Check out the actual court files.
Wow.
Because they're deteriorating. But these files are full.
And you're allowed to look through them? Oh, wow.
It was begun in 1843, a year after the Armed Occupation Act. Okay? That's when Hernando was started. At that time, it encompassed Citrus and Pasco counties. The county seat was out at Bayport on the coast where people could get to it by boat.
Yeah.
That courthouse was in Major Isaac Garrison's house out in Bayport. And
Oh,
then
do you know which house that is?
they're not there anymore.
Oh, it's not there anymore. There's some beautiful houses out that way.
There's nothing left in Bayport.
Wow.
Now. The Bayport. We'll talk about Bayport.
Okay.
But yeah, there was 3 counties when it began, and then in the late 1800s they split it up. It was some political stuff.
Oh, wow.
But anyway,
Always is.
yeah.
Yeah, right?
The reason we don't have any records from 1843 when Hernando started to 1877, where these begin, was a miscegenation marriage,
What does that mean?
black-white.
Oh, integration.
Townspeople did not like that. So they murdered the pastor who performed it.
Oh, my
Murdered a
God.
person who tried to help him. There was a young woman who saw it, a young black woman, and she wrote down what she was unafraid to write down. And when the information was in the courthouse ready to go to the grand jury, they burned the courthouse.
Oh, I do remember the courthouse getting burned
All the
down.
files from 1843 to 1877
Wow.
were gone. All the deeds.
All because a black and white married?
Yeah, isn't that
That's
sad?
ridiculous.
It is.
That is.
Mary Turner, the young woman who saw it, witnessed it, finally ultimately moved to Key West, to the black section of Key West, and felt comfortable enough to tell the full story. By then it was too late.
What happened to the 2 that got married, do you know?
They moved out of the county.
Oh, so they made it.
They
That's
went down
good.
there too,
Yeah.
they were welcome.
Now the funniest part about that is Judge Center was going to be the presiding judge on the case, and he must have had a tad of guilty conscience, because it was a few months after all this episode when he was going to tell who was involved, and they killed him. But
Wow.
he was involved.
Well, I guess he was trying to do.
The judge was involved? Wow.
Yeah,
But then he tried to do the right thing.
yeah.
And then
What was his name?
Judge Center, CENTRE.
Oh, CE.
Wow.
That should be easier.
The woman who just came in here and I are in the process of writing a book called Murder and Mayhem in Hernando County. We're going to cover as many murders as we can that we can get information about
Yeah.
between 1846 and 2016. So it's been interesting to do the
Oh, my
research.
goodness, yes.
Anyway, this is another one of our docents who has written a book about the Brooksville train that came in here. And it was called the Brooksville Short because it only backed in and went out again. There was a difference in rail sizes, and there wasn't room to have a roundhouse, and so it backed in and went out again. And so it was called the Brooksville Short.
So it
She's done-
stopped here.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh. Loaded, offloaded, reloaded,
Went back to
back.
wherever.
There's a switch plate over the other side of the trees out here that told when to back in and when to go out again, so.
Wow.
Now this is about, that she's looking at, I don't know if you've been following the story of the Dozier School here in Florida.
No.
For 111 years, it was a slave camp in Marianna, Florida, where they sent misbehaving boys
Oh, wow.
for 111 years, and it was run by the government. And this woman,
They just say that here.
they just found,
This is here that it's the school for boys.
opened at the turn of the century,
And was supposed to
1900.
provide a new start
Yeah.
for troubled young men.
Yeah.
I just want to take a picture of this so I can look it up.
They just recently found 27 more graves. Erin Kimmerling from US House has
sorry,
been
I
down
didn't
here.
move.
Wow.
Has been, that's all right.
I
Has
just
been
don't
up
wanna-
there digging, and she
gonna
found
look up
several
this.
graves and identified the
Research
kids.
on that.
Oh my
murdered them.
God.
This
For
is
sure.
a survivor, and that
Yeah,
White
I'm
House
gonna
there
research this for sure.
was where they used to put the really bad boys,
Ah,
and they
Where
made
in there?
the White House.
Who's that man?
I don't
he
know
was
who
a
he is.
survivor though.
I don't
He
know who
survived
So
it.
it's kind of a juvenile for beating bad
That
children.
man right there.
Beatings,
Wow.
sex abuse. Oh God.
Everything.
That man right
Yeah,
there.
and there's not really, they did some bad things, okay? There's no person that's all bad. There's a little bit of good.
Especially kids. Kids aren't bad. They may
And
have
the
bad
worst of us.
behavior, but they
This
don't.
little boy had a lisp, and so he wouldn't go to school. And so the sheriff came out and arrested him for truancy.
Oh
And the
my.
sheriff said, "You'll see the judge in the morning and probably get 6 months." He was there for 5 years.
And they killed him?
No,
Oh, he's
he
alive.
came to speak
Oh.
to us. He wrote
Oh,
this book.
wow.
Oh, is he the one of those?
Oh, he's the one that wrote the book.
And then this is 2 other guys that wrote Days of Horror, Rapes, Murders, Beatings, and Slavery at Dozier.
Do you know if those
Oh,
books are in the
wow.
library?
No, they're
They're
only
not?
here. We'll sell them here if you want those. No, you can't. No.
You do sell them here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awful.
That is awful.
One little boy from Brooksville went up there with his brother, and within 6 weeks he was dead. Tommy.
Oh my God.
And when she was digging things up, there's a Varnado still left in Brooksville on London Hill Road, and they compared the DNA and they found that it was Tommy Varnado. So they
Really?
reinterred him next to his brother in Plant
No,
City
you're fine.
with a stone that says "Brothers Together Again Forever."
Don't
Wow.
make me cry.
I know.
It was a
Wow.
nasty place.
That's
Absolutely
crazy.
Nasty place.
Yeah, that's a horrible part of history.
I
Yeah,
look
it
at
is.
these old court records, guys. This is what's in the courthouses, and they're full of stuff.
So then it was very important during
Rare
the 20s
early 20th century
when we had
steel
prohibition.
courthouse public
And they
records
shipped it
cabinet.
to Cuba.
Up in Maryland where I live, these are all over the courthouse. You can look up anything.
That they had to sell to each other.
I'm sure they found people to buy.
Oh, yeah. Of course, the story goes that they used to brew.
Oh, okay.
Watch
Thank
to
you
see
very
it.
much.
Oh,
Very
okay.
Really interesting.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. What's your name?
Jan?
Jan. Shout out to
For
Jan.
your book.
Oh yeah.
All right, it should be out in
Oh,
3 to
yeah,
5
there's-
months.
already got a book. You already got a book.
One book, yeah.
Cemeteries.
The
Oh, you have a cemeteries
Cemetery
book?
book that she wrote with somebody else.
Oh.
And then another one of our docents wrote about the pioneer women. You never hear anything about the women. You hear about the men who
Oh.
pioneered.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I want to look at this when we come back out.
Okay.
Oh, for
Okay.
Pete's sake.
We'll be closed by then.
No,
we won't.
we won't. All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
take this over to Big Mary.
She's probably gone. Okay, so this is a flagman. These are
Yes.
different kinds of lighting. The flagman, depending on what color light he had, would tell people what to do, whether to stop, go.
Oh wow, I didn't know
The train is
that.
staying, the train is going, whatever color he had held up.
Oh.
Different lighting, different lanterns. This, can you guess what this is?
It looks like a thing to pee in.
It is.
Is it really?
Do not empty this toilet out of the train window. It says
Oh no.
Now, there must be a name for that, not a thing to pee in. What's the name?
a chamber pot, right?
Oh, chamber pot. Give me that thing to pee in.
Oh, this says chamber pot. Do
Oh.
not-
So that's one for
That's
children?
little kids.
Wow.
This would be a, anybody guess? A spittoon.
Oh,
Where they
spittoon.
spit over
Oh.
the
I was gonna say
tobacco
that.
out.
The
Yeah.
tobacco.
Here we have a truss plate. A truss plate was put on all the trains back in the day to know who owned the train and how they got paid for its usage. Now it's painted on love bugs. These are hobo signs and symbols. The hobos would hop on a train and they would leave notes for other hobos near the train on a fence. It would tell them whether they should go there to get food or...
Oh wow. That is really neat.
Man, we sell these out there, you know, copies of the hobo signs and
That is so neat.
We're going to go out and look at the cook's car now. It's out here. This was found in a green swamp in North Florida.
In a green swamp.
It
Oh,
came
wow.
up here in 3 pieces.
This was found in a green swamp. And what'd you say, North Florida?
3 hours north of here. It came up here
Wow.
in 3 pieces. It was falling apart. Here's pictures of what it looked like.
Ooh.
When it came here, this is what it looked like. And our docents
Oh,
fixed it up to what it is
wow.
now. So it was like out for years in the elements. And
Oh, this is great.
this was used by
Wow.
employees. This was their break room, their break car. They cook in that room, eat in here, and take breaks.
This is part of the train.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
This was a caboose, a train, a
Right.
cook's car train.
Wow.
So here's a little guessing game. Anybody guess what that is?
Oh, no.
This was used in a dining car on a train. What they would do is scrape ice off a big ice block and pour it in the drinks.
Oh, that is too cool. I'd have never
Everybody's seen one
known.
of these before because I remember.
That's for a
using
oil
Right.
can.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an old stove there. These are things you
That
can
is
actually
so
touch over
cool,
here.
guys.
Oh, these we can touch.
These are train
Wow.
handrail movers and train movers. These things move a whole train car. Some old ad in Florida. Come spend the winter in Florida. Hotel and boarding rates are cheap, and you don't need a coat. Come on down.
It's not cheap anymore.
Here's a 3-story bunkhouse.
Everybody
train
wants to
car.
come
The-
here.
The workers used
Oh,
to live in that
wow.
and work. You can still drive on the beach in Daytona in your car.
I know.
You can still now to
Yeah,
this
you
day?
can. Yeah, I did it
When
years
I was
ago.
growing up, I grew up down in Largo. And San Key Beach, you just drove right out on.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. You can't do that
Yes.
anymore there?
No, no, it's a big
But
parking
you
lot.
can still do it there.
Wow, look at the little church houses. They're so
So
cute.
you notice under all the windows, it's all kind of rotted out. That's because there was no windows down. It was open to the elements under the windows on the floor.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
It was
So
open.
this was just open?
Right, we
They
put the
had to
windows
get
in.
air, yeah.
Yeah, because, well, they didn't have.
Oh.
Yeah.
in the 1800s.
So there was no windows
Well, they
in.
kept stuff
the
in there.
trains
There's an
in the
old cedar
1800s,
trunk from
guys.
1870 and a doctor's bag.
I like that sign. That's pretty cool.
Here we have another little gift.
Here's another
thing.
spittoon, guys.
Can anybody guess what this is?
Uh-oh.
A hole?
Give you a hint.
Mixer?
Kind of would do something like that with it.
A mixer?
Leftover soap. People made their own soap back then. Little pieces you would put in here, mix it up with water, wash your dishes.
Look at that shape.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Wow, it would be so cool to find some of this old
Everybody can
stuff.
guess
We
what this
wouldn't know
is,
what it
right?
is. Is it a lock?
Train lock, yeah. Heavy duty.
Oh, wow.
Some old luggage, some
I got a suitcase that looks just like that first one.
I remember them from when I was a kid. We had
I think it was
stuff
my
like that.
my parents.
I think I threw one out not too long ago.
It's probably worth
$1 million.
money.
I know.
Here's an old milk can used by the railroad.
You make your own
milk in the
soap, guys.
1800s. This is where they would cook the food and say, "Come on, get it." Here's where-
Maybe that's what you heard. Cook car.
These were freight trains or passenger?
This was the cook's car, so
No, but I'm talking about the train itself. Did it transport freight or did it transport people?
the trains that came in here, both.
Yeah, both.
Both.
Okay.
So this was connected to a people
This might have been
transporter.
parked somewhere for them to work. The workers would come in and, you know, go down the train track and stay there, and so they could go in and eat. And
Oh, okay.
so they use this heavy cast iron stove and the stove, and that would go up to the top roof.
What's this thing here? A milk
It's a milk
can. It's a milk can, guys. Look at this stove. I could not even
You
imagine.
don't get to see everything you want.
cooking
you can
on
put
the
your name on a
stove.
list. And you can
Okay.
come back in for nothing.
Oh, great.
And look around, all right?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So we are headed out through, go back in and take you guys through.
Not as bad as when I lived here. I lived in Tampa for 15 years. And then I moved back up north now and back. But the love bugs then, it just seems like they're not as bad as they used to be.
When we
They
first
were
bought a house,
awful bad.
we drove across to the East Coast.
Uh-huh.
It was like raining
Uh-huh.
bug. It was
I took you guys in here at nighttime one time, and we got spirit activity back there in that train room. Look at these dolls.
On the East Coast, and he went down to Key West with the train, and a hurricane hit in the 30s and knocked the train out. They never rebuilt it. You can still see some of the tracks there in the water. They never did it. And Henry Plant, he's got a. This is the college in Tampa. It's Tampa College, and it's also a museum. It used to be his house.
Oh, I know.
So he had 45 train. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's 45 train loads of.
Can we take this?
Yeah, you can have it. Yep.
Oh wow.
45 train loads of stuff from all over the world was brought to that where we live.
I'll have to go to this.
And it's all in like 10 rooms, ornate, marble, all kinds of stuff. You know, a lot of it.
Look at all this
This
stuff,
is
guys.
the steam engine. The first steam engine was the Tom Thumb, and Peter Cooper invented it. It had a race with a horse the first time. Who do you think won?
The horse.
Yes, the first time, because the belt broke.
Oh wow.
After that, the steam engine won.
Yeah.
He also invented something else, Peter Cooper. He invented the railroad switch, train couplings, or Jello.
Wow.
Guess? Train couplings, railroad
Jell-O.
switch, or Jello. Yes, Jello.
Jello, that's
Jell-O. He
crazy.
invented
I
Jello.
wonder if it was a
invented
mistake or if
Jell-O.
it just happened, the Jell-O.
Well, here, what does it say about it? It
Oh.
says he obtained the first American patent for gelatin in 1895. He sold to Corsair, renamed it Jello. Gelatin was renamed Jello.
He sold it to cough syrup and then renamed it Jello. Wow.
Yeah, this is the promontory point where the trains met east and west. They had two
Oh,
gold.
I heard a promontory point.
They had two gold, a silver, and a regular spike. I'm sure the gold and silver
Yes.
popped out quick, you know.
Mhm.
Save the gold. And time was standardized because of the trains going east to west. They had to standardize the time in 1883. These are big boys. These are all the big boys that are left. They were the biggest train. They were named by the wheel configuration. 4884 were their wheels. I'll put this on for a second, but we're not going to watch it. It's quite long. As I said,
Oh,
you can see it.
Oh, wow.
You ever remember seeing a train like that?
Not with the steam, I don't think, coming out.
Oh, we have them in Maryland.
Well, these are the ones that are left in one of these. I think the one in Cheyenne is the one they're trying to make work.
Oh, okay, that would be cool.
This is a Cracker Kitchen. You know why Floridians were called Crackers?
No.
Because of the whip, the sound of the whip. Until the 50s, and it wasn't slavery necessarily, it was cattle. Cattle roamed free in Florida until the 50s, until barbed wire was put up.
1850s, you're talking about?
1950s.
Really?
Until 1950s, cattle roamed free, and then barbed wire kept them in. So this is a Cracker Kitchen. I like the lunch pail. The metal lunch pail is kind of cool.
I love
It's
that metal lunch pail.
There's an ice box. They used to pick up the ice with the tongs and put it in the top of the fridge there and keep your stuff cold. I'm sure it would get yucky and disgusting after it
Yeah,
melted
I'm
and
sure.
mildewy and- you know how that is.
What's that thing on the wall up there? That's not an ice tray or nothing, is it?
Oh, it looks like
What is
one.
that?
It could be. I'm not really
You don't
sure.
know?
I bet it is.
We always have
It's metal, though.
I don't know.
Oh, everything is metal.
I don't know. This is
Yeah.
this is an old stove. These are sad irons, and this is Mrs. Potts. She invented the handle for the sad iron. Early woman inventor that made some money. Because you would burn your hand. I could take it off right now. You'd burn your hands. These would all get hot. The whole thing would. Get hot
Oh,
when you use
wow.
it. So she invented a wooden handle
That you
Go
can
on there.
remove.
So she was an early woman inventor and made some money.
Wow.
Yeah, you put it on. I would fall on your toe and break it. Okay, we're good. Here's an old little, there's a nice little pressure cooker there, like that size, for canning. Spinning wheel. This is a weasel. The weasel would spin around, measure the yarn, and when it got to a certain point, it would pop. Goes the weasel. That's where that song came
Pop
from.
goes the
Oh
weasel.
my gosh.
An old stove that's in our Sears catalog from 1908 over there for $5. That's a huge.
$5?
$5. That was
I'll
used-
give you 10.
no, that was in 1908.
Wow.
We have 100-year-old toilet paper here. We have some for sale out there. We found it in a box.
Really?
Not used. People bought it to put on their shelf at home, you know, like
100-year-old
display-
toilet
100-year-old
paper.
toilet
Oh,
Here,
put a
I'll
little
show you what it
sign.
looks
Wow.
like. Scott tissue.
Oh my gosh.
Service roll. Not to be sold in retail stores. It
I wonder
kind of
who
looks 100
invented
years
that.
old.
Who invented the...
That's crazy.
Probably
paper.
Scott.
Yep.
Probably.
Probably. That's fine. It's an old doll, old chair.
The dolls are creepy.
Yes. They are.
They're
Here's our
really
whips.
creepy.
This is how I used to do laundry. With the
I used a
scrubber.
ringer washer
And
when I
use
was younger.
Like
Here's your little starch thing.
That's not a plunger. What is that?
This is used to go in the wash to mix it up, like an agitator.
Oh,
Like
wow.
washing machine has an
Yeah.
agitator, it would agitate the water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you'd be the agitator. There's like
That's
a washboard
crazy.
there. Underneath this is a union suit, which is like long johns. It was originally made for women. Men liked it so much they sometimes didn't take it off for a whole season.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Oh, good Lord.
Smelly.
I guarantee you.
This is a McClellan saddle. This was used from 1859 when Captain McClellan invented it until World War II. The hole in here is to protect the horse's back. The horse's backs used to bend, and when they
Aw.
wore this kind of saddle, it didn't make their backs bend.
Aw.
There's our barbed
I
wire.
wonder why they still don't make it.
We can make some music with some cowbell.
Ooh, play a song.
I don't know how. Alright, here's a little test.
It won't be copyrighted.
A little thing. This, what can we guess what this is?
Oh, Lord.
We didn't know what it was, and we
Does it go in the fire pit?
no, we kind of put it out there at a thing that you get a free tour if you can guess what it is. 2 people said the same thing. I looked it up on my phone, and their picture of this was.
Oh, well,
It was used like this. You used it like
a
this.
cane?
No,
Pick up
Pick up.
trash.
nuts.
Oh.
A
Oh,
pecan
my
picker.
God.
Oh, look at that.
So we didn't have to
Well, I guess we're not getting a free tour.
Well, it's too late for that.
I have no clue. That's crazy.
This is an army house scale. This was the soldiers and their equipment were weighed, and that's how much they got charged. on
Oh,
the train.
wow.
That's how they would get
So they got charged by weight.
by weight.
They still do that with trucks, don't they?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking a person.
Yeah, we're talking a person.
Oh,
We're talking like
talking
if you weigh 100
oh,
pounds,
soldiers.
you get paid by 100.
Soldiers and their
Soldiers.
equipment would
Are you
get weighed.
charged? Yeah.
Wait a minute. So that's what they
equipment.
charge to go on
Here,
the
up here,
train.
1857, a portable scale invented by Frank Strong and Thelma Ross.
Wow.
The scale was used during the Civil War to weigh soldiers in hospitals and also used by the railroads. The soldiers were treated as freight. Railroads received payment per pound from the government.
Oh my.
That is crazy.
Both men and their packs were weighed.
Yeah, because the packs itself is heavy.
How do you like that? Wooden
Wow.
water pipe.
Oh my goodness.
That's what they used as pipes, a hollowed out tree.
Oh, wow.
Some people say there still are some that are used
Probably.
around. Probably.
A wooden
These are
water
all
pipe,
old,
guys.
old
Look at this.
tools.
Wow.
Mostly donated planes and all kinds of stuff. Levels. And I kind of like the wooden pitchfork with the thumb coming out. It's made out of wood. This is the freight scale. The freight would come in. These doors would open up. The freight would come in here, get weighed, and go out those doors to another train or to whatever else is going to pick them up.
Where's the thing?
We're going to go down this other
Where's the
side.
thing with the thumb?
That right
Ooh.
up there.
What's that?
This is a sugar
Oh,
cane
a
press.
pitchfork. Remember the
This is sugar
pitchfork
cane.
murders,
It would go
guys?
in and get pressed. The
That's
juice
what a
would come out.
pitchfork looks
It would
like.
get cooked up in this big metal thing, like 1,000-pound thing. You can't believe this. It would get cooked up and it would end up as cane syrup. That's what would be made out of.
Wow.
cane.
Sugar cane.
And this is the way.
Oh, I could use that for a pond.
Getting it out. Here's our resident diamondback rattlesnake
Eek.
from 1976. Found on
Oh.
Crowell Road and
Touch it?
yeah. 14 rattles, so he was around a while.
Oh
There's a
my.
bullet right behind that metal piece. We
Wow.
have the 1925 fire truck for the city of Brooksville. This was restored by the high school class of '87. We can make some noises out here.
Oh.
There's one of them. This is a horse smithy, blacksmith. He would put shoes on the horses. This is all his equipment, a blower and that.
Who was he?
He was a blacksmith.
Is
for
this him
shoeing
up here?
horses. Yeah, that was for shoeing horses. This was a lot of work to put out a fire back then. By the time you got there, the fire probably burned the place down.
Yeah.
Because it was, you have to crank it to start it.
The fire truck, you have to crank it to start it.
Brooksville was was a tangerine capital of Florida for a while. These are all the companies.
Tangerines.
Oh, don't trip, be careful. There's lots of things sticking up around.
This you have to crank.
Oranges,
Tangerine.
people used to get paid by the stamp on them. They'd number that number.
Wow.
This is a smudge pot. It used
What's
to
a
keep the
smudge
crops-
pot?
Used to keep the crops warm
So
when it got cold and freezing. They don't use them anymore because it gives off harmful gases. And stuff.
Oh.
So now they just flash freeze the fruit, and it lasts and
Oh,
saves
wow,
it. It
yeah.
doesn't freeze. This is from the Christmas tree store. I don't know if any of you remember that in Brooksville.
Rogers Christmas tree. It's still there.
No. Something else. No, it's not there.
Well, the
anymore.
signs
She
are still
died.
there. The
She
signs
died.
are still there for Rogers Christmas
it?
tree. Yes.
No, I haven't been there.
It's a little shop there now.
Here's how they wound it up. Cobwebs.
Oh, wow.
This is the best.
Did you think it runs?
No,
No?
it's been too many years sitting here. I'm sure it
Oh,
does.
okay.
Pretty sure it does. We're gonna go this way and we'll come back down. This is a bench from the Wearsdale early 1900s train station. If you sat on that, it would probably go to the ground, but look how low it was. Well,
It was from the train station, huh?
in
notice
Wearsdale,
that.
Florida,
It is
early
low.
1900s.
Wow.
Why is it so low?
That's where they were back then. Little people were littler, I think, too.
They were, but
Their feet,
that
you'll
much?
see when we go back in there, the little feet people had. I don't know how they fit the shoes on.
Wow.
Yeah, they were shorter.
Oh, butcher scale. This is how they used to have it when I remember. In paper, they used to wrap the meat in paper.
Oh, yeah. I think some places
Another
still
scale
do.
there, a butter churn. Another scale. They used to test the milk
A
content.
butter churn. I have a picture of my mother churning
Really?
butter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Here's an old kid's bike with hard metal, hard rubber. I think it's rubber, just solid.
Oh, wow.
Imagine-
I never
imagine
seen a
the
tire
ride.
like that.
Imagine the ride, though, huh?
Oh,
bumpy.
yeah. I never seen tires like that.
This is a wagon wheel from the 1800s.
I love wagon wheels.
And
They're
water
so
pumps
pretty,
and
guys. I
trees,
want
yeah.
one.
This is the mailbox from the Tangerine Hotel, which is burned down like a lot of other things in Brooksville. There was a suspected gangster-style killing there in 1931.
Oh my
But this is all that's left of there is the...
So that's the mailbox that was behind the desk.
Yeah. And the
Wow.
mailbox and the key holder.
So where was that hotel located? Do you have a clue?
Yeah, it was right on the main highway at number 5 coming into Brooksville.
Oh, wow.
Now, it was on 41.
Okay.
Isn't that, wait, number 5 is now Howell Avenue.
Oh, okay.
This is the school now. This is kind of cool. This capacitor here is pretty big. This is the register that was in the
The school bell,
Christmas
guys.
tree store.
Check it
Display.
out.
It wasn't used. It was a display. These are old railroad ties. The railroad tie had numbered nails in it to show how old the tie was. I always thought it was how old the nail was. It's how old the tie was, so they had to replace the ties. License plates in Florida, you could put whatever you wanted on the early 1900s. You could make your own license plate, but you can't do that anymore.
No.
Well, you could still put whatever you could put letters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to be regulated. Yeah, train equipment there. This
Look
is
at
somebody
that,
just found this
guys.
recently. It's an old railroad tie from the early 1900s. They're still cleaning it off. 1800s. This is a shingle splitter. The guy used to sit here and split shingles for your roof.
And how does that work, I wonder?
Got me.
Split shingles.
Yeah, he'd sit on there and move this. And, I don't know.
Wow.
How to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a World War I helmet, a German helmet.
I saw that.
We had German.
Oh, my.
That's German.
Oh, it
We
says
had
German.
German prisoners of war in Florida, and they were bused from Dade City to Brooksville to make those bricks right there. And that's it. Remember that sign? Be all that you can be? German
Yeah.
How did they must have transported them.
They bust them. They bust them from
Look
Dade
at these
City to
old
Brooksville
papers.
to build
Like how
them.
they get to Dade City.
That's where they were held in the camps, where they got caught. And
Protect your valuables at home, your office.
an old drill from the 1800s. Oh, somebody did that so I could turn it again. Wow.
That's a
pretty cool,
drill?
that 1800 that they made that.
Yeah, pretty intricate.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's a lot of work, though.
Here's a whole corn sheller. 20 to 25 bushels of corn an hour it would show.
Check it out, guys. Wow.
It's an old lawnmower. They still have them now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But that one looks really old.
Cotton used to be a big crop in Florida until the boll weevil hit. And now you can't grow cotton in Florida unless you're grandfathered in. Or
Really?
Yeah. Or grandfathered in, or you're a company that
Oh, that's
goes through everything you got to
interesting.
do to grow it.
Yeah.
I guess the boll weevil is worse down here than up north, like in Georgia and stuff. They
Still?
still grow cotton. I guess.
So I guess boll weevils are still
Boll
around.
weevils are bad news. Boll weevils.
So how would you even grow cotton?
This is a teletype machine. I
Well,
don't
that's
know.
a good idea. How does good question. How does cotton grow?
Is it a seed or
Grows in
what
the
is
ground.
it?
I remember them seeing them pick it out of the
But
ground
yeah,
like
but
a plant.
is it a seed? So it's a plant? It grows
Yeah,
on
well,
a
there's
plant?
seeds in it.
Oh, I'm going to
Feel
look
it.
that up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna grow
Yeah,
some
see, it's
cotton
like,
in my
it's
backyard.
like a plant. I mean, it has leaves.
Oh, watch out for the boll weevils, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Machine behind you there from the 40s. Anybody want to climb on her and get a picture? And
I do.
Make some noise? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You turn that crank from clockwise right there.
Oh,
You get on
really?
there, you'll make a lot of noise. This handle here, handle there. Don't fall.
So how do you take a picture on this?
Don't take a picture. Don't just
Oh, okay.
screenshot it. So I gotta turn this.
Yep. Louder in the step you go, the louder it gets.
Oh wow, guys. It's Marie on the fire truck.
That's the siren.
So you're driving and you have
Another guy's probably They had to do a lot to put a fire out, so by the time I said they got to the fire,
That is pretty cool.
probably too late.
That is really cool. What's this?
That's a headlight, and look at how
That's the headlight?
that will shine through this thing right here,
Oh,
which will tell them if the radiator's too hot. It goes up through this hole there, and if they see red there, they would know they're getting too
Oh,
hot.
my
wow.
goodness.
And they should stop.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Lock it up!
She's leaving.
All right.
Check it out. And it was a clutch too.
You can lock me in here. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I can't.
I was locked in here one time.
You did? Oh, yeah. For
Yeah.
post, they lock you in?
Well, yeah, because they had to run back to the May Stringer for something, so they just locked us in here. Yeah.
Okay.
It was okay. We were ghost hunting.
Somebody get a picture of me up there?
Yes.
Would you mind?
No,
Yeah,
I
give
sure
me my
would.
Camera.
That's really
Okay,
cool.
right there.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have the same camera.
Yeah, watch out. These are from 1885. What do you want? Most of them.
It's so cool.
Ready?
Ready?
Now let me take one sideways because if you go to print it,
All right, take one this way, too.
sideways is
Right
good.
into the fire.
With the paper in your hand to give you the directions to go. Yeah.
Whee!
That's so cool.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do you need help?
Use the handles.
Yeah,
Got it?
I do. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want to get up there?
Sure, why not?
Oh, you should.
Why not?
Rebecca's gonna get up there too. Spin the horn.
That's right. Clockwise.
Fire! Fire!
There's a fire and I'm gonna miss it. Because it's gonna take forever.
Yeah, because it's not even started yet. You're just doing the horn. That's awesome.
Because you gotta crank it and then all of a sudden
Yep.
Very cool.
the place burnt out.
Alright.
Sorry.
All right, while we get into here.
Pioneer, Florida.
The sheriff confiscated in 1955. Up there, the still.
Oh
All
wow.
parts of it. So I'm sure there's a
Oh,
lot of illegal liquor in
moonshine.
that.
I bet.
Have
Look
you
at
ever
the
heard
stills.
of Centralia?
I have. I've been there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you went through the sugar sand to find that little spot?
To try, I never found it.
We had
Do you
a
know
tree
where it
guide.
is?
He took us. Tree
Oh.
guide. We would have never found it.
No, we never
You had to
found
go
it.
7 miles down a dirt road, then you had to walk a quarter mile through sugar sand, and then another walk over, and then this is all that's left.
That
This
was
is what's left of Centralia.
That
It was a
was
boom to ghost in 1910 to 22.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
this was the trees they had there, the cypress trees,
I
the
mean,
size of
yeah.
them. And they
Wow.
ran out of trees in that time, and then the depression hit after they abandoned the
Can we
town.
close
And
this
anything that
so we
was
can
left,
see it?
I'm gonna have to lock that up anyway.
Okay.
Anything that was left in the depression, people took. Like there was movie theater, there was lodging,
I would love to
there
go
was
there and go
houses.
metal detecting.
You're not allowed.
Oh, you're
You
not
cannot-
allowed?
No, they told me if I took anything out of there. 19, you know what Wiki Watchy is?
Yeah.
It's like 7 miles north, and there's a gun club down that road. Well, if you go down that road, you take that first left, and it's a dirt road. You take it 7 miles down,
And it's
and then
just
you walk a
nothing
quarter
now?
mile through sugar sand.
All right, now
I'm
wait
not-
a minute. Tell me again. Go down US 19.
Right till you get to. Well,
Past
you'll see
Wiki
Centralia Road on the right.
On the
and
right.
you're past that, it's on the left.
Okay.
And there's some kind of gun club in there.
Okay, yes.
Well,
It's a little-
There's a road right in the beginning of that, a left road. You make that left road, and it's like 7 miles down that road. Not exactly sure, it was years ago where we went.
7 miles?
7 miles on that dirt road down.
Then maybe I didn't even go to the right spot.
Maybe not. 7 miles down that road, and then there was sugar sand that we had to walk through to get there. It was like, you know, really thick.
Oh,
really
wow. How long ago was that?
I'm going to say 5. When I first started working there 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
This is what's left.
Oh,
The
here we go.
stanchions.
It still would be cool to find. We walked for hours. I thought I was going to have a heart
Oh.
attack.
They told
We
me
walked
that
and
if
walked.
you took anything out of there, like, I found some stuff, you couldn't take it. There was holes in the ground from people digging stuff.
Oh, wow.
This is all stuff that came out of there in that case over there. That was all stuff from
Really?
Centralia, when it could be taken out for museums.
Wow.
So they also killed a turpentine, killed a forest in 10 years. They would take the turpentine out of the tree like they did with maple syrup. You see that thing over there? They used to attach it, except they took it all out and killed the pine
Wow.
fox. I guess then they learned how to do it right, where they could bleed it and get it back.
Is that part of the tree right here? One of the trees?
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
Cedar.
So all that
cedar
was
pencils.
found. I'm sure so many people have been out there metal
Oh, yeah,
detecting.
I'm sure they have.
This thing here is really
I don't think
cool.
anything's working on this right now. No, it says disconnect. Doesn't work right now. This was originally different. Some guy set it up every year and he donated because he got tired of it. And we refixed it all, but I don't know. They haven't had it.
It used to work like
Yeah,
a
it
couple
works.
years ago.
Yeah, it did, but now it's not. There's a sign there. It's not working.
Aw. It's really neat
This
when
other
it is
one
working,
works.
guys.
So we'll show you the other one. Here we have the bench that was originally in this train station. This was kind of falling apart, and our guy here fixed it up. It's an old sewing machine, a loom. This is the shoe guy, the cobbler. This is his bench. He would probably, William Hope was the first Hernando County resident. He had 19 kids. He would probably go live at their house for a couple of months and make everybody shoes. Now look at, as I say, look at these shoes.
Wow.
Can you imagine fitting your foot in?
Wow, they had some
That hurts my
skinny
toes
feet.
just
Yeah,
looking
just
at 'em.
looking at it.
Oh, I don't even imagine how they.
Well, don't you remember when pointed shoes were in style a
Yeah,
few
but
years ago?
I got fat feet.
Horrible.
This is set up just like this train station. This is this building, and these are all still there.
Oh,
This is a
wow.
Sears mail order house that was brought in this train station and is still there, over on Main Street over there.
Oh.
This is the house across the street that's boarded up.
Oh.
Somebody lives there.
Yeah,
Check
homeless
it out.
person.
Somebody, no, from one of the family. He lives in the back part of the house. But look at
I
that
know.
house. It's got
Stuff over there. Walking, talking.
Yeah.
I think you heard something over there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, he's over there.
Have you met him?
I've never seen him. I've seen his garbage can. I've seen trail, you know, I've heard him talking. I think he had some kind of Volkswagen business out the back or something. Never seen him.
Wow.
I don't know what he looks like. All right, so it says what they all are here, but this used to be boarding for the railroad workers. That's still over there, that Sinclair gas station. It's not that anymore. This was a lumber yard. It's still over on that street. Let's see what works here. I think
Wow. So this
I think
is
we
the
got one of
train
these working.
station,
Watch
guys.
your hand. Here it comes. Come on. You can do it.
Yeah, here it comes. There it goes. Woo!
Choo choo.
Yeah.
The other one, we had noise. We could make steam or...
Oh,
I
fun.
don't know why they're not fixing that. I don't know what that-
Yeah, the other one is really cool.
Still cool, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Does it change tracks at all or no?
No, the other truck had that one was working, but it's not. Anymore.
Okay.
Very
They were
nice.
lucky we have something working.
Hey.
That's still cool.
As I said, if there's anything you want to come back and look at, since we don't have time today, we can put your name on the list.
Oh,
Okay.
You're doing a really good job. I don't think we're missing much.
Like mad science.
Where's it at?
We'll give her a shot. Don't read it.
Oh, I'm not reading
It'll
it.
tell you.
I can't see it anyways without glasses.
Okay.
I have no clue.
So they're fire grenades. They used to throw them at a fire. It would put the fire out. It would take all the air out of the fire, except it gave off tetrachloride gas, which is poisonous. So they
Oh,
banned
wow.
them. They're illegal. But some firemen told me they were trying to make ones that
Well,
don't
how
give
did
off
it
that
suck
gas.
the air out?
It just took all the air, took all the air out of the fire. It put it out
How?
because it gave off.
Oh, because of the
They
gas.
threw it at it. Yeah.
It
So
shatters,
is that
and then
It shatters
whatever.
and puts out the fire. I've seen it in a movie. I've seen it in a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Interesting story about watches. They came into a train station out west, pocket watches. The jeweler didn't want them. The railroad guy said, I think it was a telegraph guy, said, oh, I'll try to sell them. He sold them. Ordered more, sold them, ordered more, opened up Sears Roebuck. Sears
Wow.
Roebuck started.
That's pretty
This
crazy.
is a train conductor stuff, the keys, the glasses, the punch ticket he had. Pullman porters, an interesting story about Pullman porters. You know the Pullman cars, they used to be the sleeper cars on the trains years ago. Well, the porters were all black and they were all named George because they didn't want to learn their name. There's a movie on Netflix, 1,000 Georges, about that.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
All named
wow.
George. Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it until 1903.
I knew that.
That
Yes.
That's
At
crazy.
the opera, like, oh, let's go get some more soda. No.
That I knew about.
Anyway,
That's crazy though.
ledger. Well, they didn't know back then.
Wow.
All right, so
That is
here's the
crazy.
final little thing on the tour is there's 7 songs with the name of a train in the song, a famous train. Can you guess any? I need my list still.
Casey Jones.
No, it wasn't a famous
Then
train.
the
That was a famous
train.
conductor.
Yeah, I knew
Right.
that, but I thought maybe the train name.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm gonna give you like hints. I'll give you the first part of the song. No. I'll give you the first part of the song, like the name, and you might be able.
Okay.
The Atchison.
Topeka and the Santa
Yeah, I knew
Fe.
it. The next one is Pardon Me, Miss.
Chattanooga Choo
There you go. Driving on the City of New Orleans. That was a famous train.
Yeah.
The Wabash. Can't see, you know them all.
Wabash something.
Cannonball Express.
Wabash Cannonball.
The Orange Blossom Special. Never heard of
That
that
one I
one.
didn't know.
The Rock
Rocky.
Island Line.
Oh.
And the Wreck of the Old 97.
That
one,
I knew none of them.
I'm a lot older than you.
I still haven't learned that. He was driving around the bend going 90 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
That's the Wreck of the Old 97.
Oh,
When
okay.
the whistle
I know that
blew into the
one.
steam.
Yo, it's awful.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them.
Death by the steam was the end.
Yes. Oh my God. I
Yeah, air
forgot
conditioning.
about that.
Air conditioning, take me away.
Wow.
Yeah. Woo. Hot out there.
Okay, so
That's right. I'm here. So here's a little package. She only made one package up. Why is that? Oh, here's the other one. Now, here you guys. If you guys want a package, I'll give you something too. She didn't make 2 of them. It's hot. I'll just give you something.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hot. Okay, guys, we hope you enjoyed the train depot. Next week, we are bringing you guys to the one-room schoolhouse. We get to sit down at the desk and we get to learn. So we're gonna take you guys along with us.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure to check out Rebecca's channel. Her link is in the description below. Well, look, we got fans because it was so hot in there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Sounds of your heartbeat.